Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. There's always been two ways that I've pronounced the name of my island. Puerto Rico, when I feel pride in my culture, my heritage, and I want to express it through my pronunciation. I want all the English speakers around me to understand the difference, that we're not just a territory. Puerto Rico, un diamante del mar, a diamond in the sea, ripe for getting away and taking in the paradise the island provides. Puerto Rico, a poem of an island bursting with passion and pride. Cuisine where you taste love, where you taste the language. Puerto Rico, la isla del encanto. And then there's Puerto Rico. The cold, gray steel packed airplane full of immigrants taking over all the urban baseball fields in the entirety of the South Bronx. The demographic description of a light-skinned kid in class who looks like his name is Tommy Anderson from down the street but really is Alejandro Morales from the projects who translates for his entire family. Puerto Rico, how the HR rep describes her vacation in San Juan for 2 days as her Royal Caribbean cruise ship stopped at the port for all the tourists to buy their knockoff bags and get taught what a piragua is by their 65-year-old tour guide from Ohio. Puerto Rico, the little forgotten Hawaii Junior that you don't need a passport to visit. Puerto Rico, the evil, selfish island full of lazy Latinos waiting for the U.S. to give them the handouts they demand for and is single-handedly responsible for the destruction of Trump's budget. I'm sick. I've been sick for the past 4 weeks. Puerto Rico has been affecting me more than I could have ever anticipated. The entire crisis, the deaths, everything that's been happening around my island is just driving me insane. It's disgusting. And, you know, I can donate to all the charities I can. I've donated $200 at this point to different GoFundMes, different charity opportunities I could find, but it just doesn't feel like enough. I have 2 aunts in Puerto Rico who both have been put in medically induced comas from not getting their diabetes medication. And my father, he's been a police officer for the Newark, New Jersey Police Department for the past 20 years. Having recently celebrated his 50th birthday, he got the call to go to Puerto Rico. Now, this guy is a man who's had 2 heart attacks, 2 knee surgeries, and 2 dislocated hips. He was already thinking of retirement. All those retirement thoughts got put on hold so that he can go to the island and assist in the recovery efforts. So after I found out he was going, I had to equip him with a camera and made sure to record one of our phone calls to see what he was saying. This is the real story. This is what's been happening in Puerto Rico. This one's like a burner. He bought it specifically thinking that his personal phone wasn't going to work. So audio might be a little worse. It's a flip phone.
Hello?
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, what's up, DJ? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm in the van. I'm going back to Camo.
Oh, you're done for the day?
Yeah. What's going on?
Nothing. I just wanted to call and see how you're doing. Any updates that you might have?
Can I call you back in about half an hour?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, the main reason why I wanted to go to Puerto Rico and represent the Newark Police Department, it was personal. It was personal. As you all know, I spent my first 10 years as a child in Puerto Rico. I remember a lot of experience growing up in Loquillo, of being poor. My mother and my grandmother and my uncles. So it was personal. And just to help out whichever way that I possibly could. When we were brief about the relief efforts, we thought we were going to go into the small towns, very poor towns, and give out food and first aid. So basically that was the main reason. To me, it was personal, and I just wanted to help out whichever way they needed me to help out.
How much of the mainstream media were you able to take in out there? Were you just strictly like zoned in on Puerto Rico. Did you hear any of like the reports that the United States news was reporting on, or any of the reports that any other outlets were reporting on?
No.
Yeah. No. So you didn't
No.
hear any of the information
No.
that was spread?
No, because we had no power. There was no power. There was no TV. Slowly, the phone service was coming back. So as far as getting any related information from the media, from the United States, no.
There's a lot of fake news being spread. Lots of, you know, clashing reports of what was going on the island. Remember, at one point you told me there was 217 people dead, but they're only saying there's 45 people dead. Now there's reports coming out that there's going to be people in the thousands that have died. Do you know, like, can you confirm how many people are actually like afflicted by like what's going on? How many people have died, or if the hospitals really do have power and are running fine? Like, what's actually happening?
The hospitals are running fine with the help of a generator. As far as the numbers of deceased individuals in Puerto Rico, it's changing. I don't know where that number came from over here, 48, but it's a lot higher. We were advised by the police down there that the deaths were up to close to about 300. And that's due to people getting ill. The senior citizens, they have no power. They need electric. They need their medication. And slowly they're dying because there is no power. There's no power. So the numbers is definitely gonna rise. Who knows? Who knows what's gonna be the total number? Nobody knows.
What would be your ideal scenario?
My ideal scenario, and I'm gonna keep it simple, try to convince the elderly and the poor but get them out of there. Get them out of there. And the government of Puerto Rico has to fix the infrastructure. They have to. They have to, because if you don't get people that are suffering, they're gonna complain and they're gonna become vindictive, and it's gonna be total chaos.